My name's John Marshall. I have been involved with metalsmithing for over 35 years. The material that I'm working with primarily is silver, and silver has a tremendous way of conveying a sense of depth. The one thing that I've always enjoyed about metalsmithing is that there's always something more to learn. You need to start with the idea that there is something more. You have a chance to learn and go for it. The whole process of getting involved with this actually started in school, and this is where I would like to put the emphasis. So many opportunities are out there, and what a school is all about is really to open those doors.
I usually work pieces simultaneously, overlapping projects, so there's always work in progress. Each piece starts with rough sketches and working drawings. After selecting a final design, I do a colored rendering, which doubles as my contract.
Most of my pieces, I'm really dealing with a function and then trying to solve a function in precious metals.
The design process does not end with drawings. As I work the metal, it suggests subtle changes and transitions. This is why I prefer to carry the piece through the construction stages personally. This intimate interaction brings my work to a higher level. Shaping the metal requires a vast variety of stakes and hammers to meet the many forms possible in a material as ductile as silver.
Forming metal is my strength. We're finding very few people that really want to take that direction because it is very time consuming, it's very challenging, and then sometimes you have to do it over and over and over again until you get it right.
My current work utilizes a Japanese process called mokame gani. The metals copper and silver are bonded together by heat and pressure without the use of solder, creating a linear effect across the surface. After each working, the metal is softened by a heating and quenching process called annealing.
Working with heat and understanding heat is part of the field. It's one of those things that you really have to understand and make flame your friend.
The hollow base of this piece is created by a process called raising. This produces a seamless form.
And what I'm doing here is shrinking the material in as well as raising it up. I use what is called angle raising. In angle raising, it's a process where you are working with a hammer over a steel stake and bringing it up in angles. This was raised quarter by quarter until we came to this angle here. So this is the first angle, this is the second angle. And then after you have established all that, you would come back and take out the angles, and you then produce the bowl. If you want to start to establish something different for the edge and shaping and curling to give it some character and some spirit, then you can start to do that too. And now I'm working for Michael Scott. And again, it's a challenge that was presented to me through these terrific stones, or specimens as he calls them, that I've been able to build sculptures around.
The resulting seamless cone is then shaped over a series of stakes and textured by chasing. This relates the metal to the contours and subtle facets of the crystal.
The stone has so much to say. And eventually I found myself saying almost as much, just as much, and honestly sometimes I said a little bit more. I prefer to go to an abstract than anything that's too representational, because I think it's an experience from the viewer to the artist that the viewer is having a creative experience just as much as you had a creative experience in the process of making it. To come up with something new every time is the challenge that I look forward to. I'm looking for something that's going to give me a new stretch, a new idea, another experience that I can honestly say that I've used the day well.